Hey guys, so today I'm doing a makeup tutorial for beginners. This is the absolute basics. I did not go out of the box at all. I used 5 products as makeup for my face and my eyes, and I only used 4 makeup brushes. So this is the absolute basics. This is kind of like what I wore when I first started doing makeup, and I didn't really know what to put where and what colors would combine together and complement each other. So that's why I figured I would do this. It's such a helpful video, and before we get started I just want to give you a couple of tips, because I've realized sometimes when I say, oh, put it in your crease or put it in your outer lid, people may not know. If you're just starting out doing makeup, you may not know which part of the eye I'm talking about. So I'm just gonna tell you a couple of bits of your eye parts when I'm talking about putting it in your crease and all that stuff. So your lid, you obviously know, is right here, and your lower lash line is under here. And when I say put it in the inner half of your lower lash line, I just mean till about there, from here to there. And when I say outer lower lash line, it's this bit right here. And then your crease, which a lot of people would probably not understand what that means. It means right here in the socket where it dips like that when you put your brush in and it takes a little crease, a little dip. That's where your crease is. Above your crease is just from where it dips till about right underneath your brow bone, which is right here. So I just thought I would let you know about that quickly, because some of you may not know where your crease is and all of that stuff. So I wanted to do just the very basics, just because I know what it's like starting out doing makeup. You are so overwhelmed. So I hope you found this helpful. If you think it's a little bit too basic and you want me to step out of this comfort zone a little bit, I can do an updated one. Just let me know what you think about this and if it helped you. But thank you so much for watching, and let's go ahead and get into the tutorial.
So as you can see, I'm not going to use an eye primer because that's one less product you have to use. I'm using the e.l.f. Au Naturel palette. I'm taking this really warm, burnt, medium toned brown eyeshadow, and I'm going to take that on a big fluffy brush. This is the only eye brush that we're going to be using for this look, and I'm going to apply this just in my crease. Now, normally this eyeshadow is what I use as a transition shade to blend everything out, but I'm using this as a crease color for this makeup tutorial. So just put it very messily into your crease and try and buff it out as much as you can by just going back over it 2 or 3 times just to blend it out and make it look very blown out. Then I'm using this beautiful rosy pink champagne gold very shimmery eyeshadow. I'm just going to use my ring finger with this, and I'm going to apply this directly onto my lid. And once I'm happy with the pigmentation that's on my lid, I'm going to take whatever's left over on my finger and try and blend it into my crease colors a little bit, so that it's not just strictly on your lid. You still want to try and blend even if you are using your fingers, and over time you'll get better at doing that. Then I'm using this beautiful, very warm, reddish toned brown eyeshadow, and I'm taking that big fluffy brush that we used before, and I'm using this to deepen up the outer corner of my crease. You're not going to do a very dramatic eyeshadow look with this. You're just going to ever so lightly just feather it into your crease, the outer corner of your crease. Then I'm using this ivory champagne toned eyeshadow. I'm taking my ring finger again and applying this as a brow highlight. So I'm going to apply it first right under the arch of my eyebrows, and then with whatever's left on my finger, I'm going to blend it into the outer parts and the inner parts of my eyeshadow. So that's the eyeshadow look that we have gone for this tutorial. Then I'm using this brow brush, and I'm taking that same eyeshadow that we used in our outer crease, and I'm just going to dip my brush into this eyeshadow and then tap off any excess that's on your brush. And I'm going to kind of do this one step but knock 2 things out of the way, which is fill in your brows, so add some color, and also brush them out so they're not very stray hairs. Then I'm using the Maybelline Falsies mascara, and I'm just going to apply my mascara with this. I'm going to do 2 coats of this mascara on my top lashes, and then I'm going to do just 1 coat of it on my bottom lashes. And then I'm using the Garnier BB cream in the color Light. I'm not using a foundation because BB cream is much less expensive and it's very lightweight, so easy for beginners to work with. I'm using the paintbrush foundation brush with this, and I start off by just dotting it all over my face and then going it and working it into my skin and blending it out. So don't forget to take this and blend it into your neck, your jawline and your ears as well. Now I'm actually not going to use a concealer. I'm going to double up this BB cream as a concealer as well. So I'm going to take a little bit more on that same brush. So it's a very tiny amount, as you can see, and just dot it over the really problematic areas of your skin, and let's just blend that in. I find that this makes anything look more flawless. I don't use concealer even when I'm using foundation. I just follow this step and I get pretty much the same result as if I were to use concealer. Then I'm using the Maybelline Dream Matte Powder in medium 2. And then I'm going to take that on a small little Kabuki brush, and I'm using this to set my BB cream. I was going to say foundation. And if you are extremely dry, I would skip this step, so that's one less product that you have to use. But I'm extremely oily, so I do have to use this powder to set my face. The blush I'm using is the e.l.f. blush in the color Blushing. It's a beautiful pink blush that has a little bit of gold shimmers in it. And I'm going to take that on an angled blush brush, and I'm going to start off by putting this on the apples of my cheeks and then feathering it back into my temples to make it look more natural. I do have a highlighting contouring blush routine on my channel, so if you really want to know how I apply my blush in detail, please go check out that video on my channel. The lip gloss I'm using is a Rimmel Vinyl Max lip gloss in 131, which is called Dazzle. It's a beautiful pink lip gloss, and that's the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know if you want to see another beginner's makeup tutorial, but thanks so much for watching. Please like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys!